Fun fact, I have no idea what I'm talking about right now. That's not actually true. I figured out what I was going to talk about just a few minutes ago, which is why I'm actually sitting here talking to you right now. Otherwise I wouldn't be. See how that works? This week for me has been a perfect example of cascading failures. I'm not even sure that cascading failures is the right term, because it's not so much failures as in things just happening one after the other that just kept making other things. It was a mess. And it started with jury duty. Before I hear anything, for the record, I'm a big fan of jury duty. I think it's a super important thing to do, and I'm actually really into it. I kind of like the concept of being on a jury. It's one of the most important things that we as citizens of this nation can do in order to have a fair judicial process. I'm into juries. It was just happening at the worst possible time for me. If this had happened last year, no problem. Nah, I got this. It's no big deal. Right now, it's a mess. But it's fine. You make the best of it. It's the civic duty that we have. So because of a little bit of confusion, I ended up going down to the court, and while I thought it was going to be a 2-week ordeal of sitting through jury, it ended up being just another round of selection that I had to sit through for 6 hours.
This will show that the defendant did the thing that we're accusing the defendant of doing, and the defense will say they didn't do it, and
I was not selected. Regardless, that was an entire day that was gone. I couldn't do the work I normally do on Monday, so then on Tuesday, the stuff I had to do on Monday I had to do, but I also had to prep for a shoot on Wednesday. I was up all night Tuesday, probably not all night, 3 a.m., something like that. Wednesday gets around, time for the shoot, and let's just say it went something like this. Hey, did you press record? So we had to regroup, 3 hours later, shoot again. I was late starting the stream because I was streaming that night as well. Then it's late, I'm exhausted. We get up to Thursday, start all over again. I've got to get videos out that I normally would have cut on Tuesday or Wednesday. Those don't get cut until late. Anyway, long story short, by the end of the day, Thursday, I still had nothing shot for the vlog today and no real idea of what I was going to talk about. So why not talk about all of these cascading failures? Because there was a part of me for just a minute that said, hey, maybe I just don't put out a video Friday. Maybe that'll be fine. It'll be fine. Sure, maybe it's fine in the grand scheme of things. At the same time, it's not fine. You make a commitment to make changes and do things you need to do to be successful, and as soon as you start compromising on that, it gets so easy to compromise all the time. That's happening to me already. I don't know if you noticed, but in my recap of the week, did you notice me going to the gym to exercise? No, you didn't, because I didn't get down there to do it. The thing about a cascading failure is that they keep cascading. They just keep leading to one thing after another, and as soon as I accept, oh, maybe I won't make this Friday, then maybe Thursday won't be on time. I don't need to get Tuesdays out. Nah, it'll be fine. Who needs to take care of that? It keeps going until it reaches a terminal end, and I don't want to reach a terminal end. That sounds really final. So I'm sitting here right now making a video about the fact that I failed this week. I think I'm doing this because it's important to recognize when you fail and have setbacks, as much as it is to recognize when you succeed and have great things happen. I'm not really calling this a failure because I still got things out, but I could see what was down the pipeline. I could see the train coming down the tracks, and it was time for me to step off the tracks and say, no, damn it. I don't think I have anything really inspirational or insightful to add to this, other than the fact that these little compromises we all make during our days and weeks, they can start to add up. And if you're not careful, they're going to cascade into failures. And those failures are not something that I'm willing to accept right now. Now I just have to see if I have time to go to the gym. Because daylight's burning, y'all. Daylight's burning.